Good morning, brothers and sisters. Welcome to our morning heart devotion for today. To start off for today, I'd like to, as per usual, greet our Heavenly Parent and true parents. So, 천지인 참부모님께 경배. 바로 I'd like to invite up Reverend Milhan Stevens to recite our family pledge.
가정 맹세 1. 처녀극 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상 천국과 천상 천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 2. 처녀극 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 중심, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 처녀극 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 황족권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 처녀극 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 천주대 가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 처녀극 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 처녀극 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 7. 처녀극 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 처녀극 주인 우리 가정은 참사랑을 중심하고 처녀극 시대를 맞이하여 절대 신앙, 절대 사랑, 절대 복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상 천국과 천상 천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Thank you, Reverend Milhan. Now I'd like to invite up Reverend Andrew Compton to offer our opening prayer. Please unmute.
Morning. Please join me in prayer. Good morning, our Heavenly Parent, our beloved true parents. Thank you for this new day. Thank you that we can begin this new day greeting you, knowing that you are our Heavenly Parent, knowing that we have our beloved true parents, knowing the amazing love that they have invested, our true father's life course, our true mother, and knowing that you have invested through all of human history, and knowing that you invested for billions of years to bring forth this creation, to express your love to each and every one of us. Heavenly Parent, every day when we rise up and we are reminded that your original ideal could not be fulfilled, we have to remind ourselves that from the very beginning, your heart was penetrated with deep sorrow and tragedy. Heavenly Parent, every day we want to realize and embrace in our hearts this reality that you gave all your love, everything, and yet you have had to go this path of terrible sorrow, losing your children, losing everyone. And then we realized this long history, and here we are today. And we ourselves, we have brought sorrow to you in our lives, and we have made you worry, and we have made our true parents worry in so many different ways. When we think of these things, just we can feel gratitude that you continue to love us, and gratitude that we have this new day, an opportunity to attend you and to serve you, and to take the steps forward in our life of faith, to participate in your work of restoration, your work of salvation, and to do so with a humble and with a sincere heart. Heavenly Parent, we truly want to repent for the pain you have experienced and the pain of all the central people of history that you have called. And we are so sorry, especially we think about the situation of our true parents. And we are so grateful that we have our true parents. We're grateful for our true mother. We're grateful that she has stood so strong and continues to do so and will continue to do so. We want to pray for her health and strength. And we're just grateful that we can offer ourselves and be a part of this devotion. We most especially pray for our central figures. We pray for Dr. Yong, our elder brother, a special, wonderful brother that we can work with together. We can become one family, and we can bring victory for you here in America. Thank you for all the brothers and sisters joining in devotion this time. We pray for the victory and going forward, that this will quickly expand to tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of brothers and sisters across the world to unite in one heart so you can work, so that heaven can work. Heavenly Parent, when we think of this, we're so excited to be a part of this. We're excited for this day, to see how you will work this day and each day coming before us. We think about True Mother coming to America, and this is also exciting for all of us. And so we know that by our unity and through this course of morning devotion, that your hand will be able to work, that great and wonderful things will be able to happen, that we can really bring a smile to our true mother at this time. So thank you once again. We invite you to be with us. Speak through Dr. Yong, touch each of our hearts, and we really determine we're going to be one united heart, an offering that you can work through to save this nation of America. I'd like to report this, a small offering of prayer in the names of all my brothers and sisters, and in the names of Andy and Lydia Compton of a Blessed Central Family. Aju.
Aju. Thank you, Reverend Compton, for your heartfelt and touching prayer. And to all brothers and sisters, good morning once again. We're going to be starting our morning heart devotion for today. I'm grateful and happy to see everyone here this morning. So to get us started off, we're going to be moving into our gratitude sharings for the morning. So please share with each of the brothers and sisters in your breakout rooms, your inspirations, and will really touch your heart this morning. And also for all of those watching the recording, please take time to reflect by yourself. So yes, we'll see everyone soon. back, everyone. Hope you all had a wonderful opportunity to share with each other and brighten up your mornings. And this morning, actually, I had the opportunity to have a breakout room with one of our precious elders within our community, and really an incredible elder brother and uncle to us all. So I wanted to invite up Dr. Tyler Hendricks to be able to offer his gratitude points for the morning. It was really touching. So, yeah.
Unmute yourself. Okay, I'm unmuted. Thank you very much, Shogo. And my reflection was about, this is first time this kind of dawned on me that the position of True Mother as Messiah, which means, and she's proclaiming very strongly, I'm the only begotten daughter, and we're going to save the world. We're going to restore nations. We're going to, reach the whole world and transform it into Chanilguk now, in this time. And we kind of, as members, kind of take that for granted. Oh, of course, we have true parents, we have true mother. Therefore, we have, but that this gives us purpose and focus and direction in our lives. And if she were, and it's just her. And how much can we inherit this? How can we inherit this? Because when she transcends and ascends to heaven, we're here, and who is going to be that voice? Who's going to be that central person? Is it going to be one person or all? It's got to be all of us. How is that going to work? So that's really a very important task we have at this time. The True Mother, of course, most of all is shaping. So we're so grateful to True Mother for carrying this, in a way, it would be good if she could relax and rest and pull back, but she can't, and we can't either. So we've got to all inherit this from True Mother. And so I'm just grateful for True Mother and praying for her. And thank you very much, everyone. For Dr. Yong, you are leading the way for America, Canada, North America. Thank you so much. Everyone's inspired. Let's go forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hendricks. And so for our second gratitude sharing for the morning, I'd like to ask brother from California, Yuki Homa, to share his gratitude for the morning.
Sorry, I did not expect that. Yes, something I'm being, it's a little early for me, so yeah. So there's something I've been reflecting and been grateful for this past week. It's specifically on the topic of purity. And I'm really grateful. I think it's really unique for our movement to emphasize on purity. And I was thinking why it's so important. And I took time to reflect, and then something that came up was I think purity is something so attractive and something so beautiful. And it's a little weird to say, but I think purity is something so sexy and so precious in our movement. And because I'm trying to grow for my spouse, I'm trying to grow so I could be the best person, not just for our family, but for something bigger than that. And so as I was reflecting, I was just realizing how precious purity is and how it should be. I wish it was more spread throughout in our society, specifically our youth. So yeah, I'm really grateful that I had a lot of education and learning the values of purity when I was very young and still being taught about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Yuki. Thank you, Dr. Hendricks, and both Yuki, for really sharing your heart and beautiful gratitude points. And so now we have the blessing of receiving another morning devotion from Dr. Yong, who is actually currently not even here on the East Coast. He's working hard in Texas area, working with ministers. And so still, he took the time to record and send us a message in his heart today. So please open your hearts to receive it. And I'd like to welcome up our Continental Director, Dr. Chun-Shik Yong.
안녕하세요. Good morning. 오하요 고자이마스. 니하오마, 봉주아, 부에노스 디아스, 부온조르노, 구텐 모르겐, 피스 살롬 살람 알레이캄, 마간당 우마가포 사인용 라핫, 사와디캅. Namaste. My dear brothers and sisters, 안녕하십니까? Yesterday, we had a very beautiful ACLC seminar. Thank you. Thank you so much to Reverend John Jackson. Reverend John Jackson even had a 7-day fast to prepare this seminar. Oh my goodness. What I felt during the seminar was that heaven would bring about a wonderful work of the Holy Spirit. And what heaven pushed in me was to do this kind of seminars quickly in 50 states to lay the national foundation. Just as the strong Jericho collapsed when Joshua, Caleb went around Jericho 7 times, I got a very, very strong feeling that if I take ACLC tours of these 50 states at least 7 times, Jericho in the United States will completely collapse. And the United States will become the heavenly Canaan and the third Israel. As the third Israel, we can bring back God again to America. 아주? I hope that COVID-19 will disappear soon so I can do as many activities as I want. You see this one? I really felt that Pentecost spirit. Beautiful audience. Really, those who came to our seminar, they are really prepared by Heavenly Parents. Thank you, Abernathy and Bishop Starlings, and many key leaders who came and support us. Yesterday, I talked about heaven is a place where hearts pass through. Where there is a heart, there is a heaven. Where there is a heaven, there is a heart. Is there heaven in your mind? Then there is a heart. Is there heaven in your family? Then there is a heart. Is there heaven in your church? Then there is a heart. Is there heaven in your couple? Then there is a heart. Where there is a heaven, there is a heart. Where there is a heart, there is a heaven. And where there is a heaven, there must be longing heart as well. Yesterday, I gave you very important guidance by our two parents. Today, I'd like to talk about the degree we should long for God. Because today, I know I have international conference call with the headquarters. So I need to record this speech. I cannot invite our Heavenly Honey. So sorry about that. The degree we should long for God. This is the question. You must be able to call Father while sleeping, even mumble Father to yourself. A longing stronger than the longing of one's partner in the secular world must swell within you. Forget about eating your meal, forget about going to sleep. Then from the inside of such a lifestyle, when you call out Father with a longing for Him, you will be able to feel His hand, even if He is not there. These things will occur. Dream-like events take place. When you call out Father, you will be embraced in His bosom. Understand that the most precious thing in your life of faith is to find how you can obtain deep emotional experiences within this kind of expressive sphere. The sensitivity to such experiences, the degree you feel it, the size of it can become that person's standard in their life of faith. No matter where they may go, when the person with this kind of heart of love attempts to do something, God will be with him even before asking God, please be with me. When you come to feel this, you will say, thank God. The degree we should long for God. First, you must be able to call Father while sleeping and even mumble Father to yourself. So I think most of our unification is having this kind of feeling. You see, whenever you face any situation, 아버지, Korean people say 아버지, 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 어머니, 어머니, 어머니. What does it mean? Father, 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 Heavenly God, 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 Heavenly Mother, Heavenly Father. When we are facing some problem, then immediately we can say that, oh my God. Korean people say, oh, 아버지. Or easily people call 어머니, 엄마, 어머니. But as a unificationist, when you face any situation, then we call that immediately Father, Father, oh my God. Right? So Father saying that, even mumble Father to yourself all the time. You cannot separate from Heavenly Parents. Always get along together for 24 hours. A longing stronger than the longing of one's partner in the secular world must swell within you. Understand what I'm talking about? A longing stronger than longing of one's partner in the secular world must swell within you. When you have your boyfriend or girlfriend, as you know, the teenager, if they fall in love with each other, how much longing at each other. Really, day and night calling and give and take, sending the message each other and laughing and crying and together. Always have a longing heart. All right. So the Father said, you need to have strong feeling of the longing heart more than them with Heavenly Parents. That's why you need to have the date with God all the time, more closer than my boyfriend, more closer than my girlfriend, more closer than my children more closer than your own parents. You need to have that kind of a heavenly date. You need to have that kind of date with God all the time, centering on longing heart. You cannot run away from heavenly parents. Wow. Originally supposed to be like that. You need to sanctify Satan with a longing heart for heaven. My brothers and sisters, this is my experience. As long as I have a full of longing heart, Satan cannot invade me. As long as I have longing heart, full of longing heart for Father, and then shedding tears. When I truly miss true mother with a longing heart, how can Satan invade me? That's why, how can I sanctify my fallen nature, fallen habit, fallen thinking, centering on longing heart for heaven? If I have the full of longing heart, I can sanctify even my physical desires. That's why what is the key to grow up quickly? Need to be really pure child. You know, small baby always looking for only mom. If mom is not mom is not around there, then baby immediately cry. That's why Father said we need to have that kind of the pure heart like babies. Babies only looking for mother. If a mother is not around, and then immediately feel insecure. That's why we need to have that kind of the longing heart. So we have that kind of the longing heart, kind of I am dating with God for 24 hours. How can Satan invade me? This is the world of kingdom of heaven. Somebody say, I don't have that kind of, that kind of the longing heart for God. I have a lot of distance from God. Even though I think about the true Father, true Mother, I don't have that kind of feeling of the longing heart. Then how can I create that kind of longing heart? Then I'd like to suggest to you that you need to create longing heart. First, imagine the person you miss the most. For example, of course, I feel very often our heavenly parents are true parents. Do you know whom do I long for most? My 3 grandchildren. Then when I think of them one by one, I have longing heart. I almost cannot control. I miss them. I love them. I really have a full of longing heart. That's why I often see their video. My wife and my daughter-in-law send to me very often. I always enjoy. I really, really miss them. I have a longing heart. Cannot compare. My heart go to the children and go to my grandchildren. Cannot compare. That's why you need to imagine the person you miss the most. Then, next one you think about your spouse, your children. And the next one, you need to think your own parents. I miss my father. I miss my mother. And then you are already you have that kind of longing heart. And then, based on that foundation, invite to the Father, to the Mother. And then invite Heavenly Parents. Immediately can connect to Heavenly Parents. This is a kind of the way to raise up your longing heart. That's why Father said, if you have that kind of longing heart with your parents, with your children, and this is the foundation to connect to Heavenly Parents. That's why one who truly, truly love your father and mother, he or she can love Heavenly Parents. That's why the more you love people, automatically the more you can love Heavenly Parents. You need to have the longing for Father by forgetting to eat and to sleep. Oh my God. Because I have longing heart for Heavenly Parents, forget to eat, forget to sleep, forget to rest. And just tears and tears and tears come down. Wow. I don't know what kind of the level and standard our true Father. He have such a longing heart. That's why we can say that inseparable relationship. Inseparable, cannot separate. Originally should be like that. Adam and Eve were supposed to be like that. I really want to enter that kind of world of heart, like a true father, like a true mother. I really want to have that kind of taste, the world of the kingdom of heaven. You know, while I am on the earth. Babies always have a longing heart for their parents. Father said, the sensitivity to such experiences that fill the heart of heaven, the degree you feel it and the size of it can become that person's standard in their life of faith. So how can we judge your standard of your faith? It's up to the level of your longing heart. It's up to the degree of your longing heart. If you have that kind of longing heart, any feeling of the fornication, horizontal feeling, any physical desire, immediately kicked out. Immediately kicked out. That is wall of heart. And today's youth ministry, what kind of the ministry are you doing? I shared last 2 days. First one is what? What is my Dr. Yong's personal ministry? First one, my ministry is the ministry of prayer and 정성. Prayer and 정성. I have a 짝사랑 list of the prayer. 짝사랑. And I am so happy. I have 짝사랑 list of prayer. Doesn't matter. This guy care of me, notice of me or not. Does not matter. I am so happy. I have an object partner to love somebody. 짝사랑 means need to have a consistency feeling. Every moment, every day, at least 2 or 3 times, pray for that person. Father said, perfect plus can create perfect minus. If you have that kind of the 짝사랑 with a longing heart, definitely that person someday appear to you. Even though that person do not appear, but God never forget your 정성 foundation. God sent another prepared one. That's why my ministry begins from prayer and 정성. 짝사랑 prayer list. It is so powerful. For example, do you want to accomplish 430 couples? Heavenly tribal message? If you have already 430 people's name list, you already got it. You already won. This is I do not know your fate, but my fate. My fate. As long as I have the 짝사랑 prayer list, I already won. You belong to me. You belong to God already. You belong to my spiritual children. You are under my true love dominion. I strongly believe in that. And then, this person persecute me, hate me, doesn't matter. This is my hobby. My hobby is to pray for my 짝사랑 prayer list. That's why I tell you, to establish an online holy community. If you have the prayer list, already you won. Actually, you already got it. Just only takes time. That's why quickly you need to have the 43 people, your friend, whatever, someone distance from the church. You need to get it. At least you pray for 43 people. Even though do not respond to you, then God definitely send another one. Amazing. That's why your 정성 foundation never lose. I want to repeat again and again to you. 짝사랑. One-sided love. The one-way love. However, according to universal principle, perfect plus can create perfect minus. Someday, the result definitely appear. That's why 짝사랑 cannot become no more 짝사랑. 아주. And then second ministry, my ministry is to ministry of the personal touch. I really love the word personal touch. I want to resemble God. How come God, love each one of item of all things? Like a sun. When sun rise and they show the light, every part of the all things, each item of the all things, everywhere, and then cover entire globe. You see? Touch one by one. Parental heart. Touch each one of the children one by one. As a minister, if we have 300 members, you need to touch their heart one by one. And you need to make unforgettable memory to each one of your member one by one. Then that your king said, I never forget my ministry. I never forget my Abel. His word touched me. I have a life-changing experience. I am so grateful to him. Something like that. Personal touch. You need to have the personal touch. This ministry, if you have this kind of concept of the personal touch, I think your ministry is prosperous. Nobody run away from you. Then whenever you have time, pray for them. This is for me my hobby, not just pushing myself. You need to pray. You need to pray. Not like that. 짝사랑. 짝사랑 means 사랑 means there is love. Continuously I love. Like look at my grandchildren. Look at somebody. Become my hobby. Do you know what is my hobby? My hobby pray for my 짝사랑 list. 짝사랑. Thirdly, yesterday I mentioned that my ministry is a giving ministry. Wow. Changed my life after giving and giving and giving and giving. Giving is my mission as a human being, as a continental director. Giving is my mission. I always think that you do not give, you will die. You will decline. Your heart become dry. That's why in my ministry, I always try to give and give and give and give and serve and serve and serve. Anyone come and always I'm thinking, how can I give? Baby come, people are coming, friend coming. Already thinking, how can I give? You know, my brothers and sisters come to my hometown, and then, you know, especially Korean traditional festival kind of the day, and all children gather together, and then when they go back, and then my mom prepare always something and give it to each one of the children. Always giving. Giving is my mission. And you giving, you never feel lonely. When you are giving, wow, my life becomes very, very happy. Do you know the taste of the giving? Incredible joy and happiness. That's why God created us to give. Through the giving, you can obtain a lot of benefit. Even your bad fortune disappear through living for the sake of others. And today I'd like to talk about what kind of the ministry are you doing? What kind of the ministry are you doing? My ministry is the ministry of food. Very interesting, isn't it? Father said, food is a love. I totally agree. Food is love. Therefore, I'd like to ask you to not eat alone. Always call someone and serve him or her. Once you eat a meal together, you will have grown attached to him or her. You know, every morning after Hundoke, my 3 disciples come to me. And our Naokimi, our Joshua, and then our Milhan, the 3 guys. Joshua is like 20-something, 25, like that. And then our Milhan, and 33 or 4. And then our national leader, 41 or 2. So then we are sharing and laughing, you know, they are share about the morning devotion and discussing many things. Actually, we have a beautiful communication through the food table. Even Father, his ministry is ministry of food, ministry of food table. When I was in the Philippines, after having the Hundoke, I invited major leaders and having a meal together. All all the time. And then become second hundoke, second morning devotion. So powerful, so beautiful, so artistic, so close. Food make us very, very close. Therefore, my ministry is the ministry of food. Pay for the meal. If members from another team come to same restaurant and accidentally eat together, pay for the meal. Do not let them pay. Always I have competition. I think Mr. So know that my staff, those who serving me, they know that anyone eat together, even far from far place, I know someone, I will pay. I will pay. Once you buy food for somebody, he feel that not just only grateful, he loves me. Food is love. He loves me. I pay for his bill. He feel that, wow, he loves me. Even just buy one meal, never forget. Why don't you use this kind of opportunity? Why you lose this kind of opportunity to close each other? Oh my God, goodness, I am telling you all my top secret what to do. You know, in Belvedere, I am so grateful God and true parents. Our Belvedere staff, they were the staff for true parents. They attend true parents all the time, especially, you know, Mr. Paul's wife, Kumi Gwonsa님 and Terumi, this and then Yukie, they always cook every morning, every lunch. I never have this kind of the treatment so far. Because I am missionary, go everywhere, always need to have different kind of food. Sometimes I'm so struggling. But while I'm in Belvedere Training Center, wow, they treat me like a king. Serving with their heart. I can feel that how much they putting their 정성 and heart. That's why every meal, you know, so tasty. And then our Reverend the David Randall said, this meal is like a last meal before going to spiritual world. He's saying that much tasty. Many people worry, oh, Dr. Yong, how's your food? You know, no worry. I never have this kind of experience before. That's why I can feel that in behind. True Father loves me. That's why I send Kumi Gwonsa님 and Terumi and take care of me. I am so grateful. Each meals with the leaders around you by turns. That's why when I was in Asia everywhere, and then I call the center by center, leader group by leader group, and come to the lunch and breakfast and having a meal together. My ministry is ministry of food. Reverend Yohani always mentioned, church should be like a celebration place. 잔치집. Korean people say that. So, like when you have the wedding ceremony and they have the festival, many people come and having a meal together, dancing together, singing together, enjoy together. Reverend Yohani said, church should be like a festival house. Always people come and share. Then the church can develop. Even your house should be safe. When you witness your people, then always bring you home and give food and serving them, because food is love. If someone serves a meal when you are hungry, you will never forget it. I many times experience. when I was a Korean UTS, the one time I was so hungry, and then at the time, no students because the vacation time. And one of the student girl and came, he knew that I don't have a meal. She went to the market and buy some food item and brought them. She cooked for me. It was so delicious. In my whole life, that one meal, I never forget it. That's why when you put your 정성 and cook for somebody, this really incredible impact to that person's heart. How many people have you served meals to in your lives? Please serve food. Become close friends. Even throughout my whole life, I have not forgotten my elementary school teacher who gave me a lunch box. Already know about my lunch box story. Yesterday I talk about again lunch box story. The more I share, the more I feel that more exciting about. Even though same story, that much stimulated my heart. I think because of time, I'd like to share this much. I'd like to share more continuously. What is my ministry? And then please wait for tomorrow morning devotion. I hope everybody have a nice and beautiful time. Have a victorious day today. 감사합니다.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yong, for your beautiful, heartfelt devotion. So now we'd like to go into breakout rooms so that we can really share with each other and connect with each other as family. So we'll be going into breakouts. For those of you watching the recording, please share with the person next to you or just take a moment to reflect on these words. So we'll see everyone soon. brothers and sisters. Thank you all for sharing within your families and your breakouts. And so this morning, yeah, I had another blessing to share with our elders, and there's a beautiful couple that really touched my heart with their bright spirit and their bright attitude this morning. So I wanted to invite up the Felberbar couple in Ohio to offer their reflection for today. Please unmute yourselves. Oh,
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are so grateful. We are absolutely grateful that we have heavenly parents and true parents and Reverend Yong and true mother. Everything is so beautiful. I feel like to seeing the youth today, it's like, as I just said, the sun is rising right now. And the youth is the same way, feeling it's rising, and they warm us up with during the day with their wonderful heart. And when you think on your grandchildren, what they bring you, it is just so beautiful to have families all together. How beautiful God created this institution of love. And we are so, so grateful that we can understand that today through our two parents have told us. Thank you.
Got a lot to be grateful for.
You feel too?
Yes, we really do. It's incredible. And to even understand, think about it all the more, we've got so much to be grateful. Can you hear us say?
Yeah. Yeah. They should have a good day. Have a good date with God.
Audrey, thank you so much, Felberbar couple. It's really beautiful, so touching to see like such a happy and joyful couple, even like elders, and then seeing that spirit and really embracing. So really touching. Thank you so much for sharing this morning. And next up, I'd like to ask actually my younger sister who's on right now as well. So I'd like to call up Taza and Akaza to share her reflection for the morning. Please unmute yourself.
Hi, good morning. Thank you. Yeah, I think I wasn't able to connect too much to it, but I think one point that I liked was like seeing God as your boyfriend or girlfriend, going on dates with God, just taking like intentional time to be with God and like share your deepest feelings with Him. And I think, yeah, just like, I don't know, cultivating a longing heart. I guess I kind of had an experience with that while on GPA. During our last condition, Dr. Young was talking a lot about like longing heart, and I was like, what does that mean? And I was struggling so much with like understanding and like actually feeling that. And I guess over time, like unconsciously, I developed it because by the end of like the condition, I wanted to have like a longing heart for my family and my parents. And by the end, I was just like, oh my gosh, I miss my family so much. And it was like a I don't know how to explain it, but it was just like I want to see them so much and I miss them so much. Just hearing their voices, I just teared up. And I think that was in a little taste of a longing heart. And I'm really grateful to Dr. Young and his like continuous investment into us and continuous teaching so that we can understand it deeper within our hearts. But yes, that is what I was thinking about today. Thank you.
Thank you, Taza. Yeah, the GPA group is still at home, but they're going to be I believe gathering soon. So she's going to be going out and joining the rest of them. But thank you for sharing your heart this morning, Tazwe. And next, and so one thing that really, I was at a Christian church the other day, and what really touched my heart was that they're talking about the concept of like making a donation is like really an honor and love that we can give to God. And so even here in this morning devotion, we receive so much beautiful content from Dr. Yong, and it really is like an honor to be able to give back. And so the link is in the chat, the link down below as well for those of you watching on the website. And so please offer your heart there. And also I noticed that someone mentioned in the chat, or several people, that we hit 300 participants today at one point. And so thank you all for that. And then we want to continue inviting and bringing people. Dr. Yong really longs to see 430 people on the live call. They're like a little holy community. And so we want to be able to share that blessing and really offer that to Dr. Yong as well. So please invite another brother, invite another sister, invite friends and family as well. So thank you so much. And finally, I'd like to invite up our musical offering for today. And so we have the blessing of receiving a song from our Subregion 1 YAM coordinator. And so I'd like to invite up Diane Hack to offer a song this morning.
Thank you, Shogo. Thank you. You know, I was so sad today because Dr. Yong is not live. Usually when I come up to sing, he's always hyping me up. I was like, dang, he's not here. Thank you, Dr. Yong. Thank you for your hard work. So my song today is Just Be Held. And yeah, I chose this song because I felt like it's one of the songs that I usually sing or listen to when I'm feeling down or when I'm feeling like, you know, God is not there. So the song basically just means that sometimes we have to let God just trust in him and just be held. So that's the title of the song, Just Be Held. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Hold it all together, everybody needs you strong. But life hits you out of nowhere and barely leaves you holding on. And when you're tired of fighting, chained by your control, it's freedom in surrender. Lay it down and let it go. So when you're on your knees and answers seem so far away, you're not alone. Stop holding on and just be held. Your world's not falling apart, it's falling into place. I'm on the throne, stop holding on and just be held. Just be held. Just be held. If your eyes are on the storm, you wonder if I love you still. But if your eyes are on the cross, you know I always have and I always will. And not a tear is wasted in time you understand. I'm painting beauty with the ashes. Lay it down and let it go. So when you're on your knees and answers seem so far away, you're not alone. Stop holding on and just be held. Your world's not falling apart, it's falling into place. You're not alone. Stop holding on and just be held. Just be held. Just be held. Lift your hands, lift your eyes. In the storm is where you'll find me, and where you are, I hold your heart, I hold your heart. Come to me and find your rest in the arms of a God who won't let go. So when you're on your knees and answer seems so far away, you're not alone. Stop holding on and just be held. Your world's not falling apart, it's falling into place. I'm on the throne, stop holding on and just be held. 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 Thank you.
Oh, bravo, Diane! Thank you, great song. I support you.
Looks like your longing heart, Diane, brought Dr. Yong here.
Incredible. Actually, Dr. Young, she was just sharing right before singing that she was sad that you weren't here to listen to her song.
I
So
support you.
but yeah, thank you so much for coming on, Dr. Young, and thank you so much for all your hard work. And so to close us out, I'd like to invite up older brother Francis Marcatelli to offer a closing prayer.
Thank you, Shogo. Please join me in prayer. Dearest Heavenly Parent and true parents, good morning. Thank you that you can be with each of us here. Over 300 people live came today to attend this morning devotion, to listen to Dr. Young talk about many beautiful, important things, such as attending one another, enjoying food, and really having a filial heart to serve others and give every day. I thank you so much that we have this opportunity, we have the technology to grow together despite the circumstances. Many times people might just give up, but we keep going, and we keep building and growing. And I hope that True Mother can really be proud, and that all the spirit world and all our ancestors can really be proud, and that these devotions that have been going on for months now can really build and build and build and create a lasting energy that will help shift this world back to you. So we thank you for everyone's sacrifice for being here. We thank you for Dr. Yong, who sacrifices so much every single day to give to us and to give to you. And I'm just grateful to be a part of it. And I pray for blessings upon each and every single person here today. And I want to offer to you this prayer and this beautiful, awesome morning devotion here in the name of Jesus and your parents, in the name of Francis and Zaya Marcatelli, a blessed central couple. Aju.
Wow, thank you,
Thank you.
Francis. Your prayer, very heartfelt prayer. Thank you for your support. I heard that today are around 300 people. Wow. When we reach 430 people, then let's have a celebration. Thank you.
Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Family, I love you.
Thank you.
Stay healthy. Nice.